Did you know that other people's energy can keep you awake? Yeah, I didn't know that either for the longest time. Once I became energy aware, I found out that actually one of the reasons I can't sleep is because I am absorbing all the energy of lots of people around me. Now, let me explain to you how this works, and I'll also let you know how I dealt with it so that I could actually go to sleep. My name's Jessica. I'm with Energy Escapades. I think energy is an adventure. Essentially, what happens is that as you're going about your day, there's always energy moving, right? Energy is always being sent and received by people all the time, every day, right? And so it's possible that as you're going through your day, you will receive energy and it will kind of just like build up on a barricade around you. I called it my consciousness bubble. I don't know if that's really what it's called, but essentially, when I am consciously aware and awake and moving around, I kind of naturally have a force field up that protects me from too much energy getting into my arena and bothering me. So when I would lay down to go to sleep, that consciousness bubble would start to drop as you go into the hypnagogic state and prepare to go to sleep. The consciousness bubble drops, and then all the energy would influx. Like it would just get a flood of energy into my system. I just became energetically aware. I was involved with a lot of highly energetic people, and I was having huge amounts of energy exchange coming and going constantly, all day, 24 hours a day. I was constantly doing this. And so what would happen is I would get a massive amount of energy built up on this consciousness bubble. And so when I would lay down to go to sleep, and that came down, bam, it would hit me. And this would jerk me out of the bed. I'm talking like laying down, almost asleep, feeling like nice and hypnagogic and relaxed. And then all of a sudden, I'm just like up, sitting straight up, jerked out of sleep, like somebody grabbed me and just. And like I would gasp for air, and I would have like just this huge surge of energy hit me. And it was because of all these interactions from earlier in the day. So, one of the tricks that I found to deal with that is that when I knew, especially when I knew I had had a high energy exchange with someone, I would make sure that before I laid down to go to sleep, I would do EFT tapping. Because what I found that would do is it would take all the energy that is sitting out on the perimeter of this consciousness bubble, and it would gently being the key word, direct it through my system. And so I was able to move it through my system and move it on out. And that made such a huge difference in my ability to lay down and not spontaneously get ripped out of sleep. Now, my example was extreme. I, again, was dealing with huge amounts of energy exchange, far more than the normal person does in their day-to-day activities. But it can still apply to everyone, essentially. Because as you're going through your day, you're constantly exchanging energy with people. Some people are more energetically charged than others. Some situations are more energetically charged than others. And when you have, especially if you're having like a very high charged day where there's been a lot going on, you may want to preemptively just go ahead and do an EFT tapping session to move that energy through so that way you can go to sleep. You may not be getting ripped out of the bed like I was, but if you're like tossing and turning and just having really fitful sleep, or maybe you are spontaneously waking up at weird hours of the night, it could be because of this consciousness bubble and this energy that's sitting on it, and then when that drops, then there you go, you got it all. So next time you're struggling with this sort of thing, try this. Do some EFT tapping sessions before you go to sleep. Move that energy through your system. If you know what the specific topic is, like if you know, oh, I had an argument with this person, or I had something sad happen, or even something happy, because the exchanges that I was having, the high energy exchanges, they were not sad, they were not scary, they were quite enjoyable and happy and fun, but it was still produce such a huge amount of energy that it would wake me up. So even if it's just been a really, really good day, or like something awesome happened, you need to still go ahead and tap to move that energy through your system so it doesn't sit on your perimeter, sitting on your consciousness bubble, waiting for you to relax so it can just go bloop and wake you up. So you can tap on a specific event, you can do intuitive tapping. Honestly, you can also just use it as a meditative process. You don't necessarily have to say anything when you're tapping. You can just tap, because it's not necessarily the words, it's the tapping on the energy meridian points And as you tap on those energy meridian points, that is what allows that energy to just start to flow on through your system. So give that a try. Let me know how it goes. If you do try it for real, give me some comments. Give me some feedback. I recommend meditating, EFT tapping during your meditation, because it's always good to meditate. Meditate when you wake up. Meditate before you go to sleep. If you can do that, one, you are killing it. That is great. Keep up the good work. But then when you're meditating before bed, if it's been a high charged day, just do some tapping. Even if you don't know what to say, just go ahead and tap on those energy meridian points. Move that energy on out of your system, so that way when you lay down and you go to bed, you can get the most restful, wonderful, peaceful sleep. Okay, well, I hope that's been helpful. Tell me something fun about yourself. I need to meet my audience. Give me something, you guys. Who are you, people? Say hello. Goodbye.